Hi everyone, welcome back to Trends Tech, and today we're going to be talking about the Model Y Tesla car. So what is the difference between the Model Y long range and the Model Y performance? Let's get into it. So if you're watching this video, you're probably considering the difference between the two types of Model Y. But before we get into that, let's just consider the Model Y as a whole, the car and its typical features. So it obviously has a 5-star rating, and because of its safety, it has impact protection in the front of the car. It has a low center of gravity, so if the car were to get into an accident, it wouldn't roll over. And it has a rigid structure at the top of the roof, so if it were to flip on top of its roof, it wouldn't crash into the passengers. And it has a lot of great space. You can make it 7-seater or 5-seater, and we'll get into that soon. And you can hold a lot of luggage and furniture and different things because there's so much trunk space in the back. And the car has really great acceleration because it can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3.5 seconds. And it has good traction control, so if you're going in snow or rain, the car is not going to sort of drive off uncontrollably. And you can recharge it so that in just 15 minutes you can go up to 162 miles. And it has this sensors all around it, these 360-degree sensors that allow it to detect cars nearby and prevent any crashes from happening. So it also has this display, a 15-inch display, which is really nice because you can navigate the entire car just using that display. And you have that glass roof as well in order to get a beautiful view of the whole entire car. So yeah, that's basically just a general overview of the car itself. But let's get into the two types because they're very, very different from each other. So with the two models, the long range is going to be cheaper because it's a lower end model compared to the performance. And the reason why it's lower is because the performance has a higher top speed. You can see that it's at 155 miles per hour when compared to 135 miles per hour in the long range. And it also has a faster acceleration. So to go from 0 to 60 miles per hour, you can go and accelerate in just 3.5 seconds when compared to 4.8 seconds in the long range. So those are the two main things that explain the price difference. But an advantage, I guess you could say, in the long range is that it has a higher range. What does range mean? It's the distance the car can travel on a single charge. So you get more range for the car, but that's compensated with the acceleration and top speed. And then there's the seating. So if you want 7 seats in the car, unfortunately you can't get that with the performance. You can, however, get 7 seats in the long range. So those are and the cargo space is the same, so the amount of space you get in the trunk, exactly the same. And if you go with the 7-seater versus the 5-seater, the width or the length of the car doesn't change. Common misconception is that if you get the 7-seater, the car becomes a little bit longer. No, that's not how it works. It's the same exact size. It's just that you get an extra third row in the back. They both have dual motor. There's a tri-motor in the Y, but there's a tri-motor in the X, but the Y has a dual motor in both. If you go into designing your Model Y on their website, and you scroll down to the feature details, you can choose your paint color, and then you have these wheels. So if you pick performance, you're automatically gonna get 21-inch wheels, Uber turbine wheels that have really low friction. They're great in rain and snow. You automatically get these performance brakes, lowered suspension, aluminum alloy pedals, and you get that increased top speed that we just talked about. So you don't really need to upgrade the wheels or anything, and you obviously only have the 5-seater option, and you can add the full self-driving capability, and that comes at $63,990. Now, if you really want the 7-seater, you can go with the long range. But I highly suggest you upgrade from you get the 19-inch wheel standard, but you should upgrade them because you get a little bit of a height increase. So it's nice because you'll it's kind of like you're sitting in an SUV rather than a car. So I suggest you upgrade that wheels. But if you don't upgrade the wheels and you just keep it standard, you go with the 5-seater, it's going to be at $58,990. So definitely a cheaper price. But if you want those 7-seaters and you want that wheel upgrade, it's the same price as the Performance. Okay, Transtech, I've heard all of this information. Now, which car do I get? If you don't care about the 7 seats, you're okay with having 5 seats, and you really want the best possible performance you can get on the car, you want to go all out, get the best possible Model Y you can get the Performance, because you get a better acceleration, you get a better top speed, and it's a good car. Now, if you don't care about those small details, like those just a little bit of an increase in top speed and acceleration, if those don't really matter to you, and you just want the best price and a comfortable car, then go with the long range 5-seater, but upgrade the wheels. That'll be at around, if you do that, if you upgrade the wheels, you go with the long range, it'll be about $60,990. So it's still $3,000 cheaper than if you went with the Performance. So that'll be good for you. Now, if you really want the 7 seats, then you have to go with the long range. You don't have a choice. But once again, upgrade the wheels, and the price will be exactly the same as the price of the Performance. I hope this video helped. If it did, please do subscribe and comment below which video I should do next. Like, share. Thank you so much.